Hello children. Today we are going to discuss about top 10 list of trending technologies in 2020. First, what is technology? Technology is the application of scientific knowledge for practical purpose, especially in industry. And to live in this generation, it's a survival tactic to keep yourself updated with the ever-evolving technologies as well as the market trends. Hence, I bring to you the top 10 technologies for 2020. Let's get started. At number 10, we have cognitive cloud computing. Now, cognitive cloud computing is an extended ecosystem. It is due to this that we can deploy cognitive cloud computing applications and solutions to the masses using cloud computing. Not just that, it is one of the next big things in the IT industry. Also, it can converse in natural language and helps in decision making by understanding the complexities of big data. It is expected to generate a revenue of 13.8 billion US dollars by the year 2020 alone. And hence, big companies such as IBM, Microsoft, Google, and Cisco are already investing in this next generation technologies to keep up with the upcoming market. The next technology to learn in the year 2020 is 5G technology. Now, 5G represents the next generation of cellular networks and services. Now, Switzerland is the current leader in 5G technology, closely followed by South Korea and United States. A bigger rollout as anticipated by the year 2020 with a global adoption of this technology. It is expected to give a minimum of 20 Gbps downlink and 10 Gbps uplink, which would make it 40 times faster than the current 4G LTE technology, opening doors for newer services, network operators, and customer experiences on the part of telecom operators. Telecom companies engaged heavily in the development and testing of 5G equipments are Samsung, Intel, Ericsson, Nokia, Deloitte, and Qualcomm. And moving on, at number 8, we have big data. Now, who doesn't know about big data already? The word has been special abuzz for quite a few years, with all these businesses moving beyond the traditional ways to data storage and processing. Big data has made its way to big games. Now, with all these new technologies such as data analytics, automation, augmented analytics, and data as a service, big data is in here to change the game across industries. Now, while we are on the subject, let's talk a little bit about a subset called dark data. Now, when I say dark data, I mean all this data that is generated along with big data but is untapped. Now, the potential is unlimited. And in the year 2020, about 93% of all data is going to be categorized under this subset. Now, coming back to big data, companies which are investing to big data include Netflix, Amazon, Starbucks, Spotify, and Adobe. At number 7, we have dark. Now, this is a future technology pattern consisting of other big technologies. It is considered to be a catalyst for change in the post-digital world. Now, as you might have noticed, DARK is an acronym. So, D stands for Distributed Ledger, which first gained its momentum in the industry with the introduction of blockchain and Bitcoin. A stands for Artificial Intelligence, which is bringing about tremendous change in various domains. R is an extended reality, including augmented reality and virtual reality. And Q as in quantum computing, which basically means you are trying to create IT technology based of the principles of quantum theory. Recently, Google has made a major breakthrough by attaining quantum supremacy with 53 qubits of quantum processors. It has successfully carried out a random circuit program a million times in 200 seconds, which otherwise would have taken 1000 plus years by traditional computing. At this moment, 9 out of 10 businesses are experimenting with dark technology, while each individual technology is at a different level at the adoption curve. One thing is for sure, the first wave of dark technology is coming soon. At number 6, we have 3D printing technology. Now, revolutionizing the future, 3D printing is one of those technologies you should definitely look forward to in the upcoming years in the future. Now, it is said to completely change the face of domain such as healthcare, manufacturing and construction. Now, with a market size of 10 billion, it is expected to grow at a rate of 23.5% every year for the next 5 years. And big brands such as Adidas, BMW, Audi and Porsche are already on their way to remodel a future using 3D printing. Next on the list of top 10 trending technologies, we have Internet of Things or IoT. Now, if you have been following this technology for quite a while, you would realize that IoT is one such technology making its way into this top 10 list every single year. Not just that, in the year 2020, it is estimated that around 75 billion connected devices are going to exist on the face of this globe. IoT is also paving the way for edge computing. For enterprises to keep up with the technological trends, they have to build their infrastructure upon edge-based design patterns. Now there are a few front runners in this particular market. We have Amazon Web Services, Cisco, Microsoft, Dell and HP. But there are other smaller businesses which are quickly acquiring during the IoT platform and are not too far behind. At number 4, we have DevOps. Now, like IoT, DevOps has made its entrance into the top 10 trending technology list every single year. With a Sage 3 functionalities, it plays a key aspect not just in software development but also operations management. Not just that, DevOps has made its way into artificial intelligence through data OPS, which increasing use of microservices. DevOps continues to pay with its way into our big players like NASA, Netflix, Capgemini and Dell, which are a few of the existing pioneers of this industry. At number 3, we have hyperautomation. Now, hyperautomation is nothing but an amalgamation of two super technologies of this era: robotic process automation and machine learning. Now, understanding the automation mechanism and how it is controlled and coordinated using machine learning will be a main focus of this field. In the year 2020, hyperautomation is implied to have a major microeconomic implementation on the market. Hence, top gear companies need to gear up for this convergence in the demographic shift. For now, companies such as Wipro and Infosys are experimenting with this technology. Now, quickly moving on ahead to number 2. At number 2, we have cybersecurity. Now, the widespread use of the IT ecosystem cybersecurity remains one of the major concerns for most companies. Now, this year 2020 is going to be a year of converge multiple nascent cybersecurity trends due to the automation of cybersecurity as well as the development of public IT infrastructure. Now, multiple companies increase the security budget year by year to thwart malicious threats as well as a response to the recent data privacy legislation. Top-notch companies such as IBM, HackerOne and FireEye are making it to the top 150 companies for the cyber security. With that, finally reached the top of our list. At number 1, we have artificial intelligence as a service. And why not? Artificial intelligence is one of the most revolutionizing technologies of this era, and 2020 is going to boom even more. But to build and deploy AI based solutions continues to be a very expensive affair of the part of most businesses. A roundabout way is to use it virtual reality providers of as a service platform. Now we expect to see a bunch of different providers in upcoming years will be offering more tailored applications and services for specific tasks. Now big brands like Google, Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Intel are ahead of their game and the forefronts of this particular initiative digging deep into the potential of this technology. They are experimenting and finding out AI based solutions to stay ahead of their competitors. With that, I conclude my top 10 list of trending technologies in 2020. I know many terms which I used in this explanation is not that very familiar for you. But it's about latest technology. I need to use such terms to explain about it. And it's your responsibility to keep update yourself. Thank you. Have a nice day.